Good morning. Okay, welcome back to the channel. Back in Vaux East for this video. I'm actually filming this the same time as the last video. I finished my session and I went to the gym afterwards. I've done some legs now. And rather than doing weighted pull-ups today, I'm going to do something a bit different. I'm going to do some canvassing. So I'm back here, I'm going to film this for you guys as well. I've just changed my top and my hat just for the video. But yeah, I'm going to use some of the easier climbs. There's a V1 in the cave here, quite a long route, joggy holds. So I'm going to do some different styles of canvassing up this. One will just be, first one I'll do is just canvassing the whole thing, all the way up, pretty straightforward. After that, what I'm going to do is do sort of a pull-up on every time that I move my hand. So I'll move my hand, then I'll do a pull-up, and then I'm going to use my core to set my feet back on the wall, and then I'll go to the next move, and then I'll do a pull-up from that position, and so forth. So that will help me with my technique, using my core as well as my upper body. So I'm going to do a few different things in here, but yeah, just canvassing for this video, see how it goes. It's going to take the straightness off my fingertips as well, more for my, back, my arms, and yeah, my core as well. So hope you enjoy it. Okay, so this is the route in question. It starts in here, it's the pinky purpley one. So it starts with one hand on this and one hand down here. So the first move I'm probably not going to be able to canvas, but the next move is up to here. So once I've done this, hand up to here, I can then canvas from there. There's a load of feet, but we can ignore those for now for the first one. And yeah, it's just nice big jugs all the way. Moving my hands up to each hold. So that's the route, quite a long one. So it's definitely going to work out my arms, which is good, it's what I want to do. But yeah, the reason I like canvassing as well is the fact that your hands are never perfectly level with each other. They're always at different positions. So sometimes you're pulling a lot harder with your left arm, other times you're pulling a lot harder with your right arm. It's much more climbing specific, and it's very useful when it comes to working on something like a one-arm pull-up. It's essentially like one of the medium levels below a one-arm pull-up to progress to there. One of the progressions is canvassing in this way. This will help massively with that one-arm pull-up because I'm taking most of the weight with one arm but using the other arm for assistance. So it's a really good progression for that. So I'm going to jump on here. First what I'm going to do, I'm just going to camper straight, and then we'll see how we feel, rest up, and then go again with some different techniques after that. Yeah, the other beautiful thing about canvassing as well is that I don't have to wear my shoes. So barefoot, keep the toes to rest because my shoes are really quite tight, so it's quite nice. Like I say, I'm not going to start from here. It's going to be a pretty impossible first move. I'll start from here instead, and then I'll just campus all the way up the first time. And for this attempt, I'm going to try and do it very slow, very controlled each move, rather than explosively. I'm going to do controlled and slow. Cool, quite a good start. Happy with that one. So yeah, it's a really good route for this actually. Perfect coming out of the cave. The holes are really well in cut and they're pulling in the right direction. Some at some slightly awkward angles, but nothing crazy. So it's a good route to practice this on. I'll probably stick to this for the whole of this video and just do different things on there. Like I say, next one I'll probably go into after a little bit of a rest. I will, yeah, maybe get my feet onto the holds as well and go from there. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, this time what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to do exactly the same, nice and slow and controlled, but rather than just going up, I'm going to go up and back down again, and then finish where I start on those two holds. But yeah, rather than just going up, I'll go up and then back down in a controlled manner, both ways. Last move, a bit more tricky, that one. Just kind of swung into the wall, but yeah, the rest of it was good. But I might go and get my shoes now to practice the other thing that I was going to say, and also just to give myself a little rest. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I've got my shoes back on this time, and what I'm going to do is basically feet on, but every time I move my hand, I'm going to then cup my feet and do a pull-up in that position, no matter where my two hands are. I'm going to do a pull-up from that position, then reset, get my feet back on the wall using my core to pull my feet up, and then do the next move, cut feet again, pull. So basically every time I move my hand, I will then cut feet and do a pull-up, and then I'll get my feet back on and then move my hand again. So that's what I'm going to do, same route, but yeah, doing that instead. I'll do it all the way up this time and see how we go. Ooh, tiring that, really good though. I like it because it makes you think of your footwork as well. You have to be precise and accurate every time with your hands and your feet, because the longer you're holding onto the wall for, the more tired you get. As you can hear my voice, pretty tired from that, so I'm gonna rest up and then do something similar again in a second on the same route. Okay, I'm a bit more tired now, obviously, from doing this, but I've rested for a little while, and I'm gonna try and do exactly the same as last time. So using my feet as well, but pull up every time I move my hand. But I'm going to try and do it on the way down as well. So once I get to the top of the match, I'm going to pull up. When I move my hand down, I can use my feet to do that. But once it's on that hold, I can cut my feet again and I'm going to pull up. So I'll see if I've got the energy to do that. It's going to be quite tough, certainly when we come all the way further back down here. But yeah, I've rested for a little while and I'll give it a go and see what happens. Oh, that has written me off completely. A lot of bad form on the way down, not full reps, didn't have the strength left. I'm so tired from that. Really physical, great workout. It's a nice change from just doing weighted pull-ups on a straight bar. Also, they are obviously really good as well, but it's nice to mix it up, vary the positions that you're starting with your hands, and yeah, pull different percentages of your weight with different arms at different times. So yeah, tough workout, but really recommend that. Shout out to Louis Parkinson for introducing me to this. Yeah, really quite a very good training plan. Yeah, enjoyed that. I might rest and see if I can do another set of something else, but I'm pretty tired now, so yeah, it might not be quite as spectacular and effective as I'm hoping for when I jump into it in a second. But yeah, gonna rest up now and then maybe film something else as well. Okay, so I've rested for a long while now, but I'm still very fatigued, very pumped, so this is gonna be the last one that I do. Now, rather than doing the pull-ups again, that's probably the most physically exerting one because you're doing full range of motion pull-up every time. I'm just going to campus it like I did the kind of earlier stages of the video, but I'm going to go up and down just as many times as I can. And when I start to get tired, I'll probably use my momentum as well, just to go to the holes to keep myself going a bit longer. And then it might be my grip strength that wears before my upper body. But yeah, I'm just going to see how many times I can go up and down, campusing, no feet. I'll probably come down to as far as these two, and then go back up, because otherwise from the bottom I'm just clattering into the wall. It's going to disrupt it. So I'll start on those two, go all the way up from there, back down, see how many times I can do that. That has me done. Very tired at the end of that. Got super pumped. Forearms gave out and I just had nothing to pull from that position. I couldn't go up, I couldn't move. So, good session. I do enjoy mixing up from the weighted pull-ups. Like I said, something different, works both arms. More functional, I think, more climbing specific. Really enjoyed that quite a lot. Canvassing's good fun, so hope you enjoyed the video as well. It was good fun to film, but yeah, gonna end it there. That's me done for the day. I'm exhausted. Need to go do some video editing as well. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like, comment, let me know what your thoughts are. I always like it when you guys comment. Helps me out a lot, and yeah, it's good to get a bit of interaction going, so feel free to chuck something in the comments and subscribe as always. But yeah, most importantly, as always, be sure to grab life by the plums, and I will see you in the next one.